All right, we have returned. So, this is Against the Storm. I've been sort of playing this game for about a week now, and I've been having a fantastic time learning how to play it. I shall not claim that I am an expert, but I think I have some strategies that are beginning to make sense. So there's this option. I can change profile, so I can actually start from scratch with no meta progression without losing the progression I have made on, I guess, my main profile. So I figured that's perfect for a recording session. So let's just jump right into it and see where this takes us. So, I mean, I don't know, if you're watching this, maybe you are an expert, maybe you've just started, but I'm going to sort of, let's see, is there a skip button? There's a skip button. I'm going to jump in from the tutorial and sort of talk through some of my thoughts, some of the things I've discovered, and perhaps if you are just starting out, maybe you'll find some use in that. And if you have been playing for a long time, I don't know, maybe you'll find it entertaining to see me, as I start to struggle. But either way, so we have WASD movement, cool for the camera. And then this is our lose timer. If this fills up, we lose. And over here, this is our win condition. If we fill this up, we win. Good. This is impatience, the lose condition, and reputation, the win condition. Now we have a blueprint. So every time your reputation passes one of those blue dots, which now it's every point of reputation, but in the future it won't be, you get a blueprint. And so in the tutorial, they just give you a specific blueprint. All right, so space is pause and unpause. And first things first, let's see, build a woodcutter's camp. Got it. We'll do that. Can I select these things? Okay, so our hearth burns fuel. And immediately we want to uncheck the sources of fuel that we don't want to burn. We're just going to burn wood. All right, and there's a hearth keeper in here. Lizards do a fantastic job. So we've got 3 races: humans, beavers, and lizards. And if you put different people in, you get different effects. Humans decrease the speed at which this fills up. Beavers make the fuel burn slower, so it's 12 seconds per fuel here. Well, I guess it doesn't update automatically. But the lizard, I think, does 2 big buffs. So number 1 is they add 5 to the resolve of the lizard who's actually in here, and they add +1 global resolve to everybody. And we'll talk about resolve later. But anyway, okay, so first things first. As soon as the game starts, we're going to build woodcutters camps. I'm going to build them right next to my storage facility. You can move them afterward. And I'm also going to build a path around the hearth, and then probably, let's see, which way am I digging? Probably this way. Okay. So we'll dig a path like so. And probably the other resource we care about is herbs. We'll dig this way, and we'll dig this way. All right. So now they're going to get to work. The reason we're building these right next to the storage facility is you can move them for free. All of the gathering facilities you can move. And so the villagers have a travel time, right? They have to go to the main warehouse to pick up the building materials, then go over to the building. So you build them right next to your storage facility, then you can move them around. That's with this or the M hotkey. All right. And then we don't have any controls because it's the tutorial. Let's see. Can we hit F? We cannot hit F. Oh, let's fill these up with beavers. So little, the wood icon you see right there, each building has possible specializations, so specialization bonuses. And each race has, I wonder if you can see it here. Yes, you can. So you can see the specializations. There's proficiency farming and comfortable brewing. And so if you match those up with the appropriate building, then they gain certain bonuses. So the proficiency bonus, I believe, is it's 10% chance of doubling their yield on the job. And I think comfortable means they gain +5 resolve when they're in there. So we can see it here, right? So specialization comfortable on the lizard, that means when you put them in a fire facility, they gain +5 resolve. Pretty nice. Okay. So these guys are chopping. And this opened up this mechanic called orders. So when you fill these, you get these rewards, and namely you get 1 reputation for fulfilling the reward. So they want us to build 2 woodcutters camps and chop 10 wood. Okay, so we have our second one. Let's go. We have no more beavers, so we'll just slap humans in there. Okay, and I guess it's fine to just go here. My understanding is you want to face the woodcutters camp toward the actual trees, because the cutters are going to be walking in and out of that entrance. Okay, now what else do I want to build? Oh, I can't build anything else. Okay, so I can fill this. And next objective is to discover 2 glades. Okay, we get a new building. Shelter is the only thing we can have. Okay. So if we build shelters, we can fulfill our people's housing needs. This down here shows we have homeless people. So we can be like, okay, let's boop, boop, boop. And you have to build it within the orange radius of the hearth for it to actually count as housing. Giving us a new mechanic, you can mark trees. You can hit F and then drag. And that basically says... prioritize those trees, and you can hit G and unmark them. Yep. I want to periodically move these things. So if you move the facility, it basically resets the workers' movement progress. So I think you want to time it when your workers are done actually moving stuff around, and they have the walk icon on their portrait. All right, so we're building more facilities, shelters. And what do we want? We need 5 beavers total. Okay. So the game is telling us it's too soon for the dangerous glade, which is marked with this, I guess, stag-looking icon. So they want us to open up these other glades that are not marked like that. So how about this one down here and this one up here? We'll do this. We'll actually unmark this for now. Oh, I just realized we have 2 idle people and they're not building anything. So, is there anything else I guess I can build another one of these and just have them dig as well. I didn't think that through properly. You can tell how many people are idle by looking at these right here. How did I... Oh, I got 3 beavers from this. I'm failing pretty hard right here, I'm sorry. Alright, how about this? We'll put you here, slap 3 beavers in, mark these. We've got 2 idle people. You know what? We can just put that another one. You can destroy the building to refund the resources, so the only thing you're losing from building extra of these is build time. But since they're idle and I can't build anything else, okay, I can build these. Oh shoot, should have built this earlier. Alright, just gonna throw it down here, I guess. So what I just built is a decoration, and it's a decoration specifically of the comfort type. Your hearth has this thing down here where if you satisfy these bonuses, your hearth upgrades, and then you gain an effect. And you have to unlock these higher effects. I'm actually not sure if you start with this unlocked. We'll find out. We did. Okay, so we've unlocked encampment level 1, which adds +2 global resolve, and reduces, or I guess it increases the resistance to corruption, which is a mechanic that we have not unlocked yet. There's a lot of things going on, but we're sort of following the tutorial for now. We're just digging to access these glades. And when you reveal the glade, it shows you what's inside of it. All right, move in the cap. Move in the cap. Can I squeeze it in here? I cannot. Oh, and we have idle people. I'm sorry. I keep failing in this regard. All right, we have a glade. So in this glade, there are things that we can gather, but we don't have the building to gather them yet. And there's this little thing that we can interact with. We have two options to interact with it. One, we can utilize tools to get these things, or we can utilize one of these three resources to get these things, which we don't have. So it appears that the game gave us a lot of tools. So let's go ahead and do this. I can drop these folks out, throw them into here, and investigate. All right, now that this is doing its thing, we can just leave it here too. Dig. I'm going to destroy this. Actually, I won't destroy it yet. We might. I'm pretty sure we won't. Like, as soon as we open this up. So we can probably open it up now. I don't know. Such a relaxing game. This is in the way. We're about to get our first season changed. So this blue circle indicates the duration of the season. There are 3 seasons, so it always goes in the order drizzle, which is like your good season, clearance, which is your like neutral season, and then storm, which is the bad season. And you're gonna have like positive effects that are triggered only during drizzle, and then clearance you'll have no effects, and then storm you'll have negative effects that trigger. So here we go. We're in clearance now, and there are certain things that like happen like mechanics wise during different seasons. So for example, like when you're farming, you plant the crops during drizzle, you harvest the crops during clearance, and you like plow the fields during storm. There are things like rain collectors that collect certain type of rainwater during each of the seasons. And then what else? Can't think of what else. Alright, we're almost there here. We'll deselect those so we can open that up quicker. And here we're really just like, you know, cutting the trees out, preparing to open this dangerous glade as soon as it lets us. Alright, here they finished the thing, so they're bringing back the rewards, and they're about to become idle in just a sec. Alright, there's our next glade. So this did 2 things. So number 1, we did the whatchamacallit, the order. So we're going to pick the rewards up. We got 3 humans, 30 meat, and we have a new order, okay? It's now going to give us the small foragers camp. So the small foragers camp will allow you to harvest vegetables. What does it say? It's like vegetables, roots, and grain or something? Yeah. Okay. So we're going to slap it down here. Actually, I'm going to build 2 of them, because we have a bunch of nodes. And we'll destroy this with V. Yep. And then who's going to go here? We can spend vegetables to get new people. We can get amber. We're just going to spend vegetables to get new people. Investigate. All right. Now, here, so currently we have 3 people who are idle, so they're gonna build this while people keep smashing stuff. And as soon as these are built, I'm gonna drop the humans out, and put them in here. In this specialization bonus, humans gain a bonus to proficiency because it's specialization. And then I can actually move this over here. Just a slight movement. New threat, Ancient Shrine. Okay, so they let us open up the Dangerous Glade now. Let's put humans in. Okay, so that's going to be fine. We have Newcomer Alert, so we can select this batch or this batch. And here we can either get 3 people and some grain, or we can get 2 people and this other stuff. Let's take a look at our event. What do they want? They would like wood and either scrolls or fabric. We don't have either of those things, okay? Let's see. Let's move this out of the way. And let's start a path here. We need 5 vegetables in the small forager's camp. Okay, that's probably going to give us something that we can use to address this. So there's this threat. Normally this threat starts at like 10 minutes or something, but they've started us out really low to show us what it does. So when the timer ticks down to 0, this event occurs, and it's always a negative event. It's like a consequence. And so it kills 3 random people. Has it not killed 3 random people? It did. Okay, so we're going to see the pop-up here. Boom, boom. And there's the 3rd person who died. Okay, got it. So it tells us what jobs they were doing. So the 2 builders were basically idle and a forager. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to accept 3 new people to make up for the 3 people we just lost. Slap you back on foraging. And here, let's see. Orders, I need 5 vegetables. We're just waiting for that. And here, I guess we can just leave you there. Okay, we got it. So the order has been filled. So this gives us +1 to any time we produce vegetables, which is kind of strong. And we get a Stonecutter's Camp. So the Stonecutter's Camp we can use to gather clay or stone or sea marrow, which is like fish bones, I guess. And here the closest one we can make is that. We'll slap it down here. We have 6 idle villagers. They can take care of it. How do we have so many idle villagers? I have enough parts to build another one. Okay. Now the storm is coming, so perhaps I should build some shelter for our new fellas so they don't get sad during the storm. So I need what? 8? That's 1 more. I suppose we're not going to get this in time. It's going to trigger again, sadly. But I think that's the beauty of this tutorial is it's sort of trying to show you this urgency. Although, like, as the game progresses, it does seem like these timers, like if you're prepared to handle them, you're not going to really get wrecked by them. All right, so here we go. What do we get now? We get a blueprint. That is a harvester's camp. Okay, so the harvester's camp can give us the fiber, which is going to be kind of cool. Not the forager's camp, sorry. Harvester's camp. Now what I want to do is I actually want to get rid of these. We have enough vegetables. I suspect that we're good for the tutorial. And then this is empty, so I'm just gonna drop it. There are things in here. So if we destroy it at the current moment, it'll destroy the resources that are in it. So we need to make sure they actually get delivered. So we've started the storm season. So things that happen during the storm season, number one is you get -4 to global resolve for every hostility level. So hostility level is something that counts up, like as the game progresses. It increases when you get new villagers. It increases when every year, so the cycle of 3 seasons passes. It also ticks up as you open glades. I think at the current stage in the game, they're not penalizing us for opening up glades, but that's a thing. And so the way you counter the decrease in resolve is by providing people with the needs they have. And the resolve is this number here on the left, and if it goes into the negatives, then your people basically leave the encampment, which is kind of like dying. I probably should have prioed these. Alright, Harvester's Camp is ready. Nope, I don't want to destroy it. Let's slap 2 humans in and move this. I guess it's fine to just move it like that. Slap 2 more humans in. Okay, and we've got 2 idle people. What are we going to do with 2 idle people? I guess they can, like, collect wood for now. Sure, whatever. I suppose, actually, the bigger brain thing I can do is start them on this. You have to basically carry the resources over to this location, and like, we don't have either of these resources yet, but we do have the wood. So we can, like, prep it by having them walk it over. Oh, we did this. Okay. So what do we get now? We get... Sorry. A crude workstation. Okay. So let's slap down crude workstation here and here. And we don't need stone anymore, I don't think. Or I guess clay. My bad, not stone. Oh. Forced delivery. And over here, every time you hit drizzle, you get this thing called a cornerstone, which is kind of like a perk, I guess. Building production is 50% quicker in crude workstation. I think it's probably really strong. We're about to use that. Ancient Shrine is idle. Yep, it's telling us that we've brought the wood, but we don't have anything else to bring. So I can actually drop 1 out. I think you have to leave... Did I put it here? Oh. Wait. No materials. Can I not, like, start bringing them in? I guess not. Alright, that's fine. So in the crude workstation, what we need is, we can see over here, we have the wood, but we need either fabric or scrolls. And it shows you the list of production facilities where you can make the thing, and we have no facility to make scrolls. So we're just going to make fabric at the crude workstation. That's the one in blue. Okay, so at the crude workstation, I want to build fabric. So we can manage that by unticking everything else and saying, what are we going to make it out of? The only thing we have is plant fiber. Okay, cool. So we'll slap 2 people in. Let's make some fabric. Alright, and in here, so I suspect... So we only need 4 fabric for this. We're probably going to need other resources. So I'm going to go ahead and build bricks. I don't remember what the tutorial demands. And then once they produce this 4 fabric, they're not going to like know to deliver immediately, because you only automatically deliver when you max out your building capacity. So once this first one builds, I'm gonna do a forced delivery. And then they'll deliver 4. Okay, so now that I have that, I'm actually gonna drop them out, send them in as a third person, investigate. All right, so now we can watch them. They're carrying, right? There's only a certain amount of resources you can carry per run, which is sort of why I built a path over here. Path speeds up the villagers ever so slightly. It's 5%. It's not huge, but it's important. Human scout has died. Yep, okay. So that triggered again because the timer ran out. So we lost one of the people who were in here. Let's, I suspect we don't need to keep chopping wood. I think we're done wood collecting for the tutorial. Oh, another one died. Unfortunate. And then a human craftsman died. That was the person in here. I think we're fine. Okay, so now that we have our bricks, I suspect we're going to have to make planks next. How are we doing? All right, and once they've fulfilled the requirements, they start the countdown. And this timer is based on the number of people you've allocated. I don't think it, like, triples the time. I think the first person, I think the second person multiplies the speed by, like, 1.5 or something. I don't remember what the third person does. Planks in crude... Oh, we have to make planks for this. I didn't even, like... watch properly. All right. So we've got in the fabric. Okay, they've completed it. They're getting the rewards. We're bringing back the tablet. Now it shows this exclamation mark showing that the other 2 are idle because there's nothing to carry back. So we can unassign them now. And I guess we can shove them back in here. Just keep chopping. We can force a delivery here. We're just waiting because I planned poorly. Okay. So we have it. Now we can do this. What's the reward? 50% goods produced in the crude workstation. That's kind of huge. Okay, and then the final one is discover one dangerous or forbidden glade. Interesting that it gave us the credit for this retroactively. I feel like it wasn't supposed to. I think it's just because it's the tutorial. Anyway. Cool. Unlocked content, all the stuff. Nice. So that was tutorial number 1. And there's a second tutorial. But I suppose the smart thing for me to do is actually to cut the video right here and start another recording for the second tutorial. Yeah? All right. So it's been a pleasure. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see some of you next time. Peace.